Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! It's time!
What is going on, everybody? We are now live. Well, I'm live. What's going on? It is the Raw Rundown. It's the Raw Rundown. A Raw Rundown. A Raw Rundown. We are now live here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. It is Tuesday, October the 28th, 2025. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share with all your friends throughout your entire social media platform, wherever it is you and your friends watch your wrestling content, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Facebook, wrestling pages. Do they still do that, by the way? I think they do. Wherever, spread the love. Spread the love. Let me pop up here. Here I am. What's going on, everyone? It is me. It is Steve. I hope all of you again are having a good day. But that being said, yeah, man, let's talk about this, man. Monday Night Raw from last night. But not only that, also here on this stream, I will be previewing Saturday night's main event. And as well, I will be giving my thoughts on something real quick. So I'm sure by now you've guys seen all these little videos that's been popping up on the WWE social media regarding these shoes, and people were expecting to be like some big faction or some shit. And it was reported yesterday, I think it was by Mike Johnson, I think it was him, that it was all for the WrestleMania advertisement for 42, being that's going to be in Vegas again. So today, WWE, that is, uploaded a video kind of putting everything together. Yes, it is a WrestleMania and that ticket sale announcement, right? So this is the poster or the graphic, whatever you want to call it, that WWE has on their social media pages, right? It featured the people that were in the video. You had Cody Rhodes, you had Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, and Triple H. And this has gotten people so upset. This has gotten people very, very emotional. Like, if you go on social media, I guarantee you're going to be seeing a lot of this on your social media accounts, whether it's your Twitter timeline, Instagram, wherever it may be. You're going to be seeing a lot of this.
It sounds like all those people booing right now got a lot of tears coming down their eyes. I see you guys with watery eyes right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you are seeing all over your social media pages, ladies and gentlemen, based on this picture alone. I thought I'd never see the day. I'm going to be honest with you. Uh, I never thought I'd see the day where this comes into in effect. Never thought I'd see the day where wrestling fans would be so offended over a fucking poster. Never thought I'd see the day. Kind of weird, right? Very, very fucking weird. At times, you know what? It makes me kind of hate where the community has gotten to, what it's become, but outside of that, I mean, look, people are going to be offended all the fucking time. What can I tell you? Wrestling fan, I've seen this too. Oh, if you support the Fed, you know what you are. I'm like, what, a pro wrestling fan? Like, I hate this whole tribalism bullshit. But nevertheless, look, people are getting all bent out of shape. And 9 times out of 10, it's not even going to be the final WrestleMania poster. Like this right here, and I'm going to show it again. Like this right here is not the final poster. No way. It's not going to be. So I think people need to relax. I know people say, oh, they should put Rhea Ripley. They should put this. And I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck, bro? Again, chances are this is not the final WrestleMania, poster. This was just to announce the 2-day combo sale that's on sale now. That's all this is. But people want to jump to conclusions and jump the gun. It's so fucking ridiculous. But now let's get into Monday Night Raw. Let's get into this. Monday Night Raw last night was live from Anaheim, California, and this was the go home show to Saturday night's main event, which goes live this Saturday. I thought overall as a show, I thought it was a thumbs up of a show. I thought overall, it was enjoyable for the most part. From that, better than last week. Better than last week, in my humble opinion. But let's get into this. Also, let me know in the chat, what did you think of Monday Night Raw last night? Did you like the show? Did you not like the show? Let me know in the chat. So we kicked things off here. We kicked the show off with Jey Uso and CM Punk. So they had like their little final like face to face or face off. And so Jey comes out first and he's eating with everybody. People are saying that Jey Uso is turning heel. He's going to go, being a bad person. I think the one thing that needs to happen is you got to stop doing the eat, right? The same Jey Uso who won the Battle Royal last week, right? And he shows up and he says that he doesn't give a damn but he doesn't give a damn what Jimmy Roman think of him because he's just him. And by the way, see, Jey Uso does the whole run it back thing, right? He runs it back, right? And then Punk interrupts Jey Uso before he can yeet, right? And then Punk said that he's proud of Jey for finally listening to himself, not Jimmy Uso or Roman Reigns. And Punk said that he always listened to himself. Punk praises Jey for having what it takes by throwing Jimmy over the top rope in the Battle Royal last week. How far are you willing to go? That's what Punk asked Jey Uso. And Punk says he needs to be champion again and that he knows how far he's willing to go. And then Jey stated, you know what, screw you, Punk, and says that he would show Punk who the best in the world is on Saturday, right? Who's the best, the real best in the world. But also it's fact to listen to. I thought this was kind of funny. CM Punk did the run it back with his own music and stuff like that. That got the people going like, haha, kind of funny for the most part. And overall, look, they're doing their best to get people to care. I know this is not a match that people really want to see. This is not a match that people are going to go like, yeah, man, this is, it's not, right? It's, again, people want Braun Breaker, right? It's almost to a point where it's like you wish there wasn't a winner. Like, do we really need to have a world champion come Saturday, right? But be that as it may, I thought they did the most, right, to get people to care, get people to, because people are gonna watch regardless. It's Punk and Jey Uso. Like people, regardless, are going to watch, right? So there's that part of it too. From there, we got Dominic Mysterio backstage with the Judgment Day, and he said that Adam Pearce has a vendetta against him, and that this is a problem. And Raquel Rodriguez calls him out, that being Dominic, right? For cheating, and Dominic asks what they're going to do, and Finn Balor says Dominic is on his own because again, the Intercontinental Championship, right? Adam, is freaking Penta and Rusev. What's Dominic gonna do? So JD and Finn's like, hey, you're on your own on this one. You're on your own. And then you see Dominic pulling out his phone, calling someone and saying, I need your help. You kind of knew like who he was calling, right? When you hear this, you kind of have an idea. Okay, I sort of know who he's calling, right? Let's just see how they execute what's going to happen, right, in the match. From there, we saw Rusev versus Penta. The match, for the most part, it was going okay, right? For the most part, but it ended in no contest. The match really goes under 10 minutes. And this is because of El Grande Americano and the two Americanos, Bravo and Rayo, right? They show up and they cause the interference. And people kind of put the pieces together. Oh, Dominic reached out to El Grande Americano. Dominic Mysterio reached out to El Grande Americano to help him out, right? And funny enough, Rusev and Penta recovered to run off the Americano family, right? And they end up beating up El Grande Americano in the end. So this makes you wonder what's going to happen, right? You kind of knew going in what was going to happen at the end. We found out by Adam Pearce that at Saturday night's main event, Dominic Mysterio will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against both Penta and Rusev, which we'll get into that in a little bit and who wins that match. That's why I give you guys my preview in a little bit. So after this, we see backstage LA Knight cutting a promo saying that he had his sights set on the winner of CM Punk versus Jey Uso. And I'll be honest, there's a part of me that kind of wishes LA Knight would have been the one facing, like, if you can't get Braun Breaker, right, then give us the second best option. You know what? Let's have LA Knight and CM Punk. Let them go at it. Let them have their match at Saturday night's main event. I guarantee there's a lot of people out there that would much rather see LA Knight versus CM Punk than CM Punk versus Jey Uso, right? For the most part. And then obviously, we find out that Braun Breaker backstage is frustrated that he and Bronson Reed were not in the Battle Royal, saying they were not in the Battle Royal, remember? So, and saying that they should have ruined the Battle Royal. And Paul Heyman says that they could have been suspended without pay if that happened. And Heyman lays out the vision to Breaker, saying he needs to take out the man in the way. And LA Knight is that man, right? And for once again, we got Braun Breaker and LA Knight later on in the show. We saw also video package that aired. Looking back at the accolades of Asuka, because Asuka was celebrating her 10-year anniversary, 10-year run in WWE. So they show like all her accolades from NXT, from the main roster, all the titles, right? It makes you think for a second, man, time is really going by so fast. It's like it feels like it was only yesterday. I was at TakeOver Brooklyn 1, and I remember seeing Asuka in the front row when she just got signed, right? Oh my God, Kana is coming to WWE. This is crazy. People were going crazy. And now look what she's done in her run so far. She was the first women's Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, multi-time women's champion, right? NXT women's champion, that undefeated run, right? All the stuff that she accomplished. For sure, first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. First ballot Hall of Famer, in my humble opinion. So that aired, and I know somewhere out there, Bill Goldberg was probably punching her, because why the fuck not? From there, we saw Finn Balor and JD speaking to Adam Pearce, said that they want a rematch for the World Tag Team titles. And Pearce said that one of them will have to face Sheamus tonight. And surprisingly to everyone, JD McDonough was the one who stepped up and accepted the match. So that was for later on in the night. From there, we saw Roxanne Perez versus Nikki Bella going at it. And I'm like, why is Nikki Bella on my screen right now? Why is she still here? Why? Right? But for the most part, like, there's a moment in the match. There's a moment where Nikki, I think she like punched Roxanne like hard enough that Roxanne looked rocked, right? And it looked like the referee was going to stop the match. It's not going to continue, right? And Lord and behold, right, the match kept going, right? And I commend Roxanne Perez for doing her best. The match was okay. Nothing to go like crazy about, like, oh my God, okay? But it ends up with Roxanne Perez beating Nikki Bella with the Pop Rocks. So there was that at least. And then after, they proceeded, that being Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, who beat up on Nikki Bella. And who makes the save? Stephanie Vaquer. And they clear the ring. And I think next week they're having a tag team match. And sooner or later, Nikki Bella will turn on Stephanie Vaquer, and they're gonna force us to see them two go at it. Like, why? Why do they do this to me? It's ugh. From there, we see backstage that Asuka was not happy that Lyra Valkyria and Bayley were getting a shot at the women's tag title, which, by the way, that main evented, by the way, last night's Raw. And Bayley walks up and starts doubting that they might lose after Lyra says she's not been in the ring with Charlotte. She's not been in the ring with Charlotte and Alexa. Lyra says, "What if we win?" Lyra and Bayley then do a friendship handshake and stuff like that. It's cool to see that the women's tag titles got some spotlight, especially put in the main event. I mean, again, look who are the women's tag champions: Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So of course you're gonna see, of course you are. From there, we see Braun Breaker versus LA Knight. Like, look, you see them wrestle once, you see them wrestle numerous times. Okay. Of course, Braun Breaker was going to get the win. Why would he not beat LA Knight? Like, come on. I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, Adam Pearce already found Dominic Mysterio backstage, and he informed them that it will be him defending the IC title against Penta and Rusev at Saturday night's main event. We also saw backstage Jimmy and Jay make up. So things are cool for now, right? After Jimmy being upset that Jay eliminated him, even though Jimmy said he's going after everybody, going after everyone, right? From there, we saw JD McDonough and Sheamus going at it. This felt like, Irish on Irish crime right here, yo. These guys were beating the fuck out of each other, right? And surprise to everyone, the match was going back and forth. Probably one of the best matches. This and the women's tag team title match, by the way, were the two best things on the show. But there's a moment where Finn gets involved with the shillelagh on Sheamus, and then JD McDonough hits a Spanish fly off the top turnbuckle to Sheamus. The fact that someone of Sheamus's size is able to take that move is impressive. It's fucking impressive. So that's what happened. And then obviously JD McDonough did pick up the win. Afterwards, we saw, Maxine Dupree being offered a shot at Becky Lynch for the women's Intercontinental title by Adam Pearce, and Maxine wants to make the most of the opportunity and wants to wait to get her title shot. I think she also mentioned referencing calling a friend. Some people suggested AJ Lee. I mean, we have not seen AJ Lee since WrestlePalooza, it looks like. So yeah, it's only a matter of time, right? From there, we saw Asuka and Kyrie confront Alexa and Charlotte backstage. Charlotte said that she was honored to face them, right? So that's probably going to happen sooner than later. Pierce also gave the Judgment Day their World Tag Team title rematch at the request of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So that was happening in a future date. And then we get the main event. We got Asuka and Kyrie saying, my bad, we got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I thought this was very, very a very fun match. Very good main event. A lot of the near falls here, right? And again, there's a lot of there's a lot of like what's the word I'm looking for here? Of being familiar, right? Between Charlotte, Bayley, Alexa, because they've been around for so long, right? And then you mix Lyra Valkyria to the mix, and again, you had a very good main event. I'm happy to see that someone like Lyra has finally found her strides here, so that's good to see. But when it was all said and done, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair did get the win. They're still the tag team champions. A very good match. And then after, the Kabuki Warriors went in to attack Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. But they clear everyone except Bayley. So people are wondering, hey, is Bayley with the Kabuki Warriors? I mean, there is that history from Damage Control a while back. So never say never, right? But that's how Raw ended. Again, it's cool to see that they end with the women's tag titles. Again, it's Charlotte Flair, so of course you're gonna end it like that. But overall, my excitement level for Saturday night's main event, it's in the middle, to be honest. Again, a lot of title matches. Mostly everything on the show is a title match. Holy shit. Everything on the show is a title match when you think about it. So without further ado, we are going to preview Saturday night's main event, which goes live this coming Saturday, right? Live on Peacock. And I think if you're international, it goes live on YouTube or Netflix, but one of the two. But from what I'm seeing here, it's all title matches. Now, look, for all we know, they might add a match on SmackDown this coming Friday. Keep in mind, as you're watching this, as I'm recording this, whatever it may be, it is Tuesday. So just keep that in mind. So let's get into this. I'm also going to give you guys the betting odds here, if for those of you who want to wager some money courtesy of Bet Online. So we kick things off here with Dominic Mysterio defending the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat against Penta and Rusev. Dominic Mysterio was trying to find a way to not have to go through with this, right? So he had the El Grande Americano and Rayo and Bravo, the Americanos, to get involved. And it did not work. Did not pay out because Adam Pearce is now making Dominic defend the title against in a three-way. This could very well be a very fun match for what these three guys could do if you give them time. I know, granted, look, it's Saturday night's main event, so you're on a tight schedule here on your timing. But outside of that, you also got to factor in Survivor Series is happening in a couple of weeks in San Diego, Dominic's hometown, and the word is going around that he's going to be wrestling John Cena, right? So you want to give him momentum. You can probably have him get like that quick, like, oh, he steals a win type of stuff. But I see Dominic Mysterio retaining the Intercontinental Championship. I see that happening. But by the way, if you want to see the odds here, Penta is a plus 500 Penta is a plus 500. Rusev is a plus 450. And Dominic Mysterio is a minus 2,000. For those of you out there, if you wanted to place a wager on this match, that is what's going down. All right. But I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio to remain the Intercontinental Champion. From there, we go on to Tiffany Stratton defending the Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. Now, last Friday on SmackDown, Jade Cargill attacked Tiffany Stratton. She turned heel, right? Which was long overdue. Needed to happen. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. These two women have not had good matches, okay? The SummerSlam match. Chief, did you finally get notified about the stream? Because I'm like, anyway, good to see you here. But regarding Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, look, I saw one of their matches live, the SummerSlam match. It was no bueno. No bueno. You know what it was like? Imagine going, and if you're Hispanic, you know what's up. Imagine going to a party when you were a kid, right? Like a family gathering. And you're there with your cousins, you're chilling, right? But your parents, your aunts, whatever it may be, the adults, like put a rule on you. Hey, if you want dessert, you better come dance on the dance floor. So you wait for the timing of the song where it's about to be over. So you get on the floor, you take it for the team, right? And you just phone it in. That was this match at SummerSlam that they had. They were just going through the motion, just phoning it in. But with Jade now being a heel, it's now or never. Look, no more fucking around. Put the belt on Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill right now, as we speak, is a minus 800. Tiffany Stratton is a plus 425. That is the odds right now on BetOnline. I'm going with Jade Cargill to become the new Women's World Champion. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see if they actually go through with that. From there, we go to Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship. They've had a match before, bro, at WrestlePalooza where Cody got the win, right? And look, honestly, am I like thrilled to see these two guys go at it again? Not quite, because I don't think this was the plan. I don't think this was the full plan, but because of what happened with Jacob Fatu, this is what needed to be, in my humble opinion. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I got the notify on the YouTube app. Didn't get for whatever reason, like it's acting up right now. Like I feel like people are getting notified late that I'm live, which is kind of crazy. YouTube, please fix your shit. It is ridiculous. But back to this match, though, I really do feel like if done differently, obviously you would have had Jacob Fatu in this. The whole thing is who attacked Jacob. People are saying Drew. I don't think it was Drew. I really think it was Cody. And look, I know Cody just popped up on that WrestleMania poster that got people all bent out of shape, right? And look, again, I was there to see Cody win the title back at SummerSlam, but I want to be shocked. I want to be like, wow, I didn't see this one coming. You got to do a title change. You have to. But then again, if you're changing the women's title, I wouldn't be shocked if they don't change the world title. But look, my Hail Mary here, I'm going with Drew McIntyre. Right now, Cody's a minus 600, but Drew's a plus 350. I don't know. Something telling me, wow, a shock here. And I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre to get the shock win. And again, we'll see where they go with it, right? We'll see where they go with it. From there, we go to CM Punk versus Jey Uso, the match that nobody wants to see, the match that nobody wants, right? For the World Heavyweight Championship, the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, right? The match that we're getting now because Seth Rollins got hurt. He had to vacate his title, right? And here we are. At this point, look, if it was up to me, you don't have a winner. You do something here where Braun gets involved, right? And he goes crazy. And this prolongs the announcement of a winner. Because I do think, again, people don't want to see Drew or Jay, right? It's nobody wants to see this match, right? But if I'm to pick a winner right now, because I feel we have to pick a winner, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I'm good. I do not need to see Jay as champ again. I'm good. I was there for the moment. It was great, but now I'm good, right? But if it was up to me, you don't do a champion. You goes to a no contest, more controversy, makes you want to tune in on Monday to see what Adam Pearce is going to announce. But for those of you who are wondering, the betting odds, Jay Uso's a plus 300, CM Punk a minus 500. So that is your Saturday night's main event preview. I hope Drew wins. He needs to start feeling refreshing, like a lot of things feel stale. The Vision gets involved. Well, no champion till Survivor Series. It's very possible. Weston also writes here, what's carrying WWE for me? It's the women's division, Dom El Grande Americano, and the Lucha Libre in general. That's what's up, bro. But the plan goes as follow. Unless something crazy happens on the show, don't expect the post show. Expect me to talk about this on Monday on Steve's Kitchen. That is a plan for now. That can change. But yeah, if you've not listened to my thoughts from earlier, because I feel like a lot of you are finally getting the notification that I'm live. I don't know what's going on. I don't like what the fuck's going on. Like, I've been live for like 38 minutes, and a good chunk of it, it's like no one was here and no one got the notification. Like, YouTube, fix your shit. Fix your fucking shit, YouTube. Also, guys, while you're at it, hit the like button, hit the share button. But people were upset about this poster that aired on social media by WWE. People are so fucking offended by this. It's such fucking silly, but it's ridiculous, to be honest. Like, people, I feel like, just need to touch grass, bro, for real. Or take that shit to blue sky. Take that blue sky behavior elsewhere, okay? But if you've not checked out Steve's Kitchen from yesterday, I gave my thoughts on all the stuff that happened at UFC 321 with Tom Aspinall getting poked in the eye by Cyril Gane. All right, go give that a watch if you've not, right? It is a fire poster, by the way. It's a fire poster, but people are so fucking offended, Chief. People are so butthurt over this. Like, it might not even be the final poster. I said this earlier. This is them announcing the 2-day combo, which, by the way, I'm probably not going to be doing this year coming up. I'm not. That poster low-key makes them look like a sick heel faction managed by Paul Heyman. It does. But people are, where does everyone else at and stuff? But whatever. All right, guys, you guys know the rest. Tomorrow, something about Dynamite, the AEW Dynamite watch along. If you've not checked it out already, tomorrow we go live. Okay, AEW Dynamite. I know we didn't do one last week. I apologize. Okay, but I was not feeling it. I was not feeling AEW Dynamite last week, even though Bandito and Okada had a fire match. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Much love to all of you. All right. Follow me on X at HeelSteven. You guys know the vibe already. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Network. If you've not yet checked out Steve's Kitchen, go give that a watch. You guys know where to go for the rest. For myself, for the gang, This has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody. See you all tomorrow for Sad.